And we are joined now by their head coach, Kevin Stefanski. And Coach, as we were getting set to go here, you mentioned something that's interesting because I had Ron Rivera on, another first-year coach, and this whole global pandemic hit right in the middle of him trying to get moved. And I think we often forget, you all are human beings with lives and stuff, houses to pack and whatever. How did your move from Minnesota to Ohio go?
Well, if I could turn this phone around, you'd see boxes everywhere. But we did an 11-hour drive on Friday and powered through that. I was proud of myself. I think
that sounds great.
It was interesting. You know, the license plate game is hard right now because there's not a lot of cars on the road. But, you know, the kids are pretty good. Thank God for the iPads, and now happy to be in Cleveland.
Can you really get a kid to play the license plate game? Like, I'm laughing. Like, I remember how exciting. Like, if you see Hawaii, man, on a long drive, you'd go nuts. Can you get a kid to play the license plate game?
Yeah, they were into it, at least for a few minutes. And then it was, I mean, we pulled out all the stops. We were playing bingo, you name it.
Yeah, 11 hours, man. You're gonna run through whatever you got in your playbook. Speaking of which, that's a professional segue out of me. For your team, it's not just a first-year coach. It's their third coach in as many years. So there's a lot for them to digest as you try to get them set up. How does that magnify your specific challenge?
Yeah, I think our guys are doing a nice job. You know, we are teaching and implementing a new offensive system, new defensive system. I think players, young people are a resilient bunch, and I think they learn under these unique circumstances. I think they're better equipped to do this than maybe any other generation, just because they're so in tune to the technological aspect of this whole thing. So yeah. I think our coaches are really attacking this thing. So I do think there's a lot of learning that's going on right now. And the feedback I've gotten from the guys has been very positive.
Sources is always kind of a sketchy word, you know, when somebody in our business says sources. But this is good because sources tell me that you've been really, really well received in that building by your guys. If there's something about your approach that you feel like they're going to be able to authentically grab onto, what do you feel like that is?
Well, I think you hit it. There's the word, authentic. You know, I'm just going to be myself. That's the easiest thing for me to do. I can do that every day. And, you know, I know what my job is, what I'm charged to do with these guys. So I have some really good people around me, some really good coaches, including your brother, Alex Van Pelt, our offensive coordinator. So I got a bunch of good people, and that's good news for me.
By the way, someday I'll tell you the Alex Van Pelt story at Notre Dame when he started for Pitt. It was not his best day, but that's a story for another day. I want to close with your quarterback right now, and that's Baker. For him, he's a lightning rod, right? Like, he's going to say what he thinks. He's going to be who he is. What do you feel like is the most important thing for him to do to get right, most important thing for him to get right, to give himself and your team their best chance to succeed?
Yeah, I think for Baker, honestly, I feel like this for all of our players. I want the best version of those players. I don't want them to be something they're not. I think Baker, you know, you said it, lightning rod. Quarterback's a lightning rod. That's the nature of the beast. So he knows that. We've outlined some things that we're going to help him with schematically, maybe technique-wise, but it's never a one-man show. And Baker knows that. Our team knows that. And I think these guys are putting in the work right now to make sure that we're ready to hit the ground running when we get together.
You going to go attack some of those boxes and try to find stuff that you don't know where it is right now?
I don't even want to know. I'm just, it's ignorance right now. I'm just pretending they're not there.
That's great. Just ignore it, and then it'll be training camp or something that looks like training camp, and then you'll find it next winter. You know, actually, you know what? You probably better start looking for some stuff, Kevin. Thanks for taking the time, man. All the best with the gig, and stay safe out there, all right?
All right, SVP. Thanks, man.